Yo, what up? Welcome to yet another episode of the Wine Bottles and Washcloth Podcast.
Episode 29.
I am one of your hosts, Damo Hicks. Along with me, as always, is Terrence Yates, a.k.a. T-Double, a.k.a. T2 times.
1, 2.
And we are having a streak, ladies and gentlemen.
I know.
It's a streak. It's a streak. We may have to stop with the theme music. I mean, he's a regular again.
I know.
But
And
welcome.
Welcome.
Featured guest who should be a co-host of the podcast, Marcus Brown.
Treat me like a stepchild. Yes, I'm here. Good seeing you guys. Glad to be here. As long as I can be here. As many times I can be here.
Motherfucking podcast favorite, which still mind boggles my soul.
Because they know I'm going through shit. Shit.
Hey, we got a guest yet again this episode.
What's again in song?
You hear him all the time when you listen to us, to be honest.
Yes.
Because he made our theme song.
Yeah. Right.
There it is.
He put the beat together. The captain of Boom Bap, DC's Dr. Dre, whose name happens to be Dre. You know him in your city. You know him by his legend in my city, paraphernalia and apparel. He also puts together super dope ass tracks. He's worked with Nonchalant. He's worked with Kenilworth Katrina. This dude works with Tim Higgs and the Dirty Church. You have also question mark asylum.
Yeah, I just did they show you.
This
right.
motherfucker is. I've known this nigga from ground
Priest
roots.
the Nomad.
Yeah, Priest. Yeah.
I've known him from college.
Yeah.
You know him from all of his dope ass tracks.
Hell yeah.
Put your hands together. Welcome to the podcast, ADST Music, aka Dre.
Dre. Yeah.
Yo, what's going on? What's good, fellas?
Hey, nigga,
I appreciate this.
This
shit,
is
man.
dope.
And we appreciate that shit. That's a hot track.
Yeah. We just talked about it. We gonna one up it. We gonna do something special. We just talked about it.
New shit.
But I don't know if we want to do new shit.
Shit.
We can add more to it.
Nigga,
Right. You
this
saw
joint-
what happened with Power?
That's
They
true.
switched off and they was like, hey.
Yo,
We like Dre songs and all, but bring Jill back 50.
Okay.
So we can't.
First off-
if it ain't broke, don't break it. That's what my dad used to tell me.
First off,
Yeah.
the mind of Damo and the mind of ADST Music
Yeah.
will collabo,
Uh-huh.
and it'll be doper.
Well, I wanted to
And
make
we
sure
can
that
get
it's
them 4 bars too.
Make sure that's 80-20.
And I got four hot ass.
And we
I
can
got
get the-
four hot ass
yeah,
bars,
we
my
can get the
nigga.
we can get the
Okay,
4 bars.
let's make sure it's 80-20 to Dre as far as the collabo portions. And let's put those 4 hot bars at the end. That way, if we got a
They
fade,
may never exist.
in case it turns bad, we can fade it out.
They
you
may
know?
never exist.
The local DJs can throw on their WPGC 95.5.
Yeah.
Same what we're talking about, these 4 bars.
Nigga, they the hottest 4 bars ever.
Dude, did I tell you the time when he called me?
I called him and told him about it.
He's like, dude, I got these 4 bars. I gotta let them out.
Nigga, that's the dopest.
It's 4 in the
I
morning.
need tracks, my nigga.
It's 4 in the morning.
For 4 bars.
I need tracks.
Also,
Find an instrumental on YouTube, nigga.
I've also hit this guy up to come up with a dubstep song
Yeah.
that I've also come up with too.
Oh my god.
Hey man, fuck y'all, nigga.
God.
I'm creative.
Hey, when
I like to hear
inspiration
these.
hits you, man.
I'd like to hear these. I'd like
What,
to
4
hear
bars?
these. No, not
Oh.
the 4 bars.
The dubstep song.
Yeah. Any of this.
Wait till it happens.
I'm always down for some
Yeah.
creative shit. But if it's bad, we're gonna let you know.
Oh,
Yeah.
it won't be
We
bad.
have booze ready on those
Well,
squares
we know
right
at
there.
least
I have
4
never
bars
put
will
together
be hot.
anything bad.
4 bars.
Never. I have never.
The other
'Cause
12.
If you
is
remember,
questionable.
last week when we had Eddie Bryan on,
Yeah.
and I asked, what's his favorite joke that he's written? And then I asked Marcus, what's his favorite joke that he written? They said specific jokes, right?
Mm-hmm.
When it was asked to me, I said them all. I don't make nothing but hits, my
No,
guy.
that might just mean you like them equally, and they could
I
all
don't
be
make nothing but hits.
they could all be trash that you like equally. It's like having a whole bunch
I
of
don't make nothing but hits.
like you dating a whole bunch of 4s, but you like them all equally.
Hey,
I mean,
to me,
hey,
no one
To
likes
him,
a
they were
4.
10.
No one likes a 4.
Well, it could be a 4 with a specialty.
Or with
No,
specialty.
no.
Yeah.
So,
I mean,
so
look,
you have a specialty. Does that like
It does.
Depends on
But then that's not a 4 then.
Can a 4 be a 7 then?
But the specialty could drop you down to a 2, depending on the specialty. Like,
Right, because what if it...
I'm a 4 with one leg.
But
That
what
can't
if,
make
what,
you
if
better.
what if the special is narcolepsy?
Well, she wouldn't be.
She's like,
she wouldn't be in that.
I'm so sexy. Be like, yeah, girl, let's do it. She's like,
Look, I had
But like, she's a 4 that only does threesomes.
I had a.
Raise
it up. See,
no, but the only reason it raises it up because you add an extra number in.
Fine. Who cares?
I mean, but
I'm
the whole
still
thing
more,
is
she's still more than a 4 at that point.
exactly. And like I said, you wouldn't take her out nowhere.
And that threesome might not
It's
have
only
happened
for
with
certain
that other party.
things.
I mean, she could cook.
Okay, so
That could do.
first off, what we're doing is we're letting the wrong people into guy circle shit.
Look,
we would not broadcast that.
me and my old roommate, he said
Look,
from
that's when
the
you come
beginning. My old roommate told me that one time.
difficulties.
He was like, "Look, man, it's gonna be nights where there's gonna be a knock at the door, and what's on the other side might scare you." he said, "Just send her my way."
Okay,
I was like, "Hey, man, everybody's got that number. Everybody,
Okay, so
has
when we
got
call-
that number when you
This is
scroll
where we
down,
start
you
all
know
over.
she home.
we call them we
You
call
can
them
call her
gillies.
anytime.
Gillies.
We call them. Dre knows this. We call them gillies.
Yeah,
Okay.
Gilly Queen.
What?
Yeah.
Gilly?
Yeah,
Gilly?
yeah.
Like
Gilly.
Gilly the kid.
No,
Gilly.
as in the when Martin did Nothing to Lose, and he was like, "You heard that, Gilly Monsters? Old Nick Beam gonna kill his boss."
Oh,
we
my
call
God.
them gillies.
Gillies.
That's funny.
Like, you heard that, Gilly Monsters?
Hey, look,
The Gilly
everybody,
Monsters.
everybody got one in the
Everyone's
phone.
had one.
Everybody got one or two.
Oh, let me tell you something.
But the number shouldn't scrape too low.
Yo,
No,
like,
no.
it's like
you
a-
have to have a gilly standard, my guy.
It's like a don't break glass. Like in case of emergency, break glass.
No, because you never know. That break glass. That break
You might
glass.
break glass more than you plan to break the glass.
Right.
Like, we got a fire every day in this apartment complex.
So while you breaking glass that many times, it thinks it is in your rotation of normal kitchen utensils. You know what I'm saying?
That could be true.
And you don't want that. That's not what gillies are meant to feel like.
But you don't want it to go too far away because you want it to be there when you need it.
Let me tell you the worst thing that could ever happen.
You also don't give a shit. Like,
The worst thing,
fine, go. You'll be back.
the worst thing that could ever happen
Another Quello.
is if you get a gilly pregnant.
Oh,
Ooh, then you stuck with that gilly.
No. That's when you got to kick him down the steps. And then,
yeah.
God. Well,
Hey, look, I'm gonna fall too, though. I'm gonna fall. I'm gonna fall myself.
Hey,
I'm
you
gonna
do.
break my
The
arm.
rich dude, motherfucker.
And then I'm gonna come tripping right after that.
falling down the stairs.
Help me please. Help me please.
the words and opinions of Marcus Brown do not reflect that of the Wine Bottles and Washcloth podcast.
He's been dying to use that.
Yeah, and you don't hear that often. I don't cross them lines
He's
as
been
often
dying to use that. With
as
you.
this habitual line stepper to my right.
Here comes the line stepper.
Oh,
original
man.
gangster.
So this is episode 29.
Episode
Welcome
29.
everybody. I know it's been 8 minutes in, which
Hey,
8 minutes of randomness.
8 minutes
Whatever.
of random.
Randomness.
This is episode 29.
so first off, we got
Just in case that part gets edited out.
we have a special guest, and I would like to extend the welcome to our guest, and I would also like to say we do mention you in every podcast, damn near every podcast.
Hey, that's
as,
dope. That's dope. That's a good
as
shit.
the person who comes up with the beats. We give you shout outs.
I appreciate it.
Last week we definitely spit out the show you had.
yeah,
How was
yeah.
that joint?
Man, dude, that shit was like at capacity. Like the place really honestly, it fit like a good maybe 120 if we lucky. It was 200 in that joint.
Fuck yeah. That's what's
Yeah.
Pass fire code.
Yeah. So we had a lot of people
Wish
from
the
the
fire
city
marshal
come
would
through.
show up in this bit.
Yeah, man, it's so funny. Motherfucking Chris Thomas came in that joint. You know
What?
I'm saying? Yeah, I told
We
you.
talked him into it.
Yeah.
So random.
We spoke about him last week on the
Chris
show.
came
Sure
through,
did.
Had nonchalant up there DJing. You know what I'm saying? It was pretty dope. Had y'all remember DJ Scratch from EPMD?
Hell yeah!
Yeah.
Do you
Yeah,
remember
okay.
DJ Scratch?
I say that because some people anyway Scratch.
Man, fuck these millennials.
He got his own joint called Scratch Vision. So we had one of his shows come in and they was taping the event. You know what I'm saying?
I remember Scratch from Juice.
Yeah,
Scratch used to take his
He
shirt
wanted it
off.
all. He wanted it 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 all.
So we had him.
That's what he
taping
said.
in
That's
the
what he
joint.
did.
That was it.
Yeah, and I had
cuts with his dick.
it was nice. It was nice.
He wanted it all. He wanted it all. He wanted it all. He wanted it all. He
I
wanted
remember
it
they used to talk about that in the EPMD song. Talking about, he's like, he could scratch with his dick. I'm like, I really don't want to see that.
Well,
That's
here's
an
the
amazing
problem.
talent that I don't need to see.
That's when you lost me, EP and MD.
I don't need to see that.
Yeah. But yeah, that was dope. And then we got another joint coming up February 16th.
Hey.
My man Priest, we got an event at Omega Recording
Priest
Nomad.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
What's the joint he was on Fox? What was it, Fox Morning, John?
Nah, we was on
what was that?
Great Day Washington.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
one of them joints. But that's on what channel is that?
Channel 9.
On TV.
Hell yeah. It was on the boob too.
Yeah. So we got something there where he's gonna like break down 5 of the songs. So we got like a lot of the artists that
that's
are
what's
on the
up.
album. We got my man chef, celebrity chef Rock Harper.
Hey,
DC's on. He gonna be in there. You know, chefing it up for
What's
us.
that? That's Hell's Kitchen.
Yeah.
I
We-
watch Hell's Kitchen.
Yeah. Y'all should come through if y'all not doing nothing.
Gordon
It's
Ramsay.
free. Got Knob Creek that's gonna be coming through.
Where's the at?
Omega Recording Studios in Rockville.
Omega Recording Studio.
Yeah, February 16th.
Nigga, I was about to go there for engineering.
Hey, that's what Priest was doing. You know what I'm
I
saying?
literally was about to go there for engineering.
What
So,
happened?
so,
Where didn't you go?
The money.
There it is. All righty. So back over.
Come through. Yeah,
I couldn't go.
please come through.
Priest is
That's
hot. That joint,
the man
Can't Lose.
Oh, Can't Lose So. Oh,
That's
yeah,
my shit,
yeah,
yo.
Yeah.
I if y'all got you getting credit for the streams, I had that on repeat for for a while. I love that joint.
We rock that shit.
I love.
In that day and age where a song may last
You
a
got a
day,
question with stream?
that song lasted for like 3-4 months.
Yo, that
and it opened up so many doors
I
for us,
played
man.
the shit out of that song. I love that song.
Yeah. Appreciate
I love
it.
it. I absolutely love it. Song.
Yeah. Did you hear the album yet?
Not all of it.
All right, before we
Some of it.
leave, I'm gonna let y'all. Yeah. The
got
album's called.
We get an exclusive.
Yeah, because we
I
get
mean,
to
it's
play
out
it
now.
because it's
out now.
his. So
well, it's not mine. It's Priest. Priest actually produced that. You know, a lot of times I don't want clarify it. He's like, you know, what I'm saying, my man, my partner. You know,
is it
he's
gonna get blocked if we put it on?
Nah. It's just.
We?
It's some grown. It's really some grown man hip hop shit that like as a nigga in your 40s. You
Okay.
can really relate to.
First off, when
You know
you
what
say
I'm
grown man shit and then say nigga in your 40s,
Hey,
that's a whole level of grown man.
that's a different
That's a whole nother level of grown.
Yeah.
That's a nigga that pays
So-
taxes.
yeah.
Damn right.
But it's
scared if you
a dope album, man.
Okay.
You know, it's kind of like we was talking, right? And so we was just like, yo, we think we want to do this campaign. We're gonna do this video. Next week we going out to the ski resort. We just gonna get people just hold sign and just say press play. Because I think when you press play, you gonna be hooked. You know what I'm saying?
Nigga, y'all do have the way y'all do shit is straight campaign esque. Like y'all, I mean, y'all had like I follow you on.
Yeah.
We boys, nigga. I
Yeah,
follow you in
yeah,
life,
yeah,
right? You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah.
So Instagram, Facebook, all that shit is like, it's like you posting like the events that you be at, but then the artists you work with,
Yeah.
nigga, you push that shit like it's like from ground like this is my guy.
Yeah.
And then it's like, and here's the song.
Yeah.
And then here's the background to the
Yeah.
song. And then we are also like this
you
shit
know
is
what?
a
But-
whole
but you know
fucking
why?
tour.
But you know why?
Cause that's what you gotta do.
But it's also because, nigga, we live in a microwave society.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? You got so much information coming at you. You got shit that's competing for your attention.
For your attention,
And the
right?
sweet spot is like 15 seconds. You
Yeah.
got 15 seconds to get somebody's attention. Yeah. So what I do is what I work with people is just trying to figure out ways to reintroduce things in different ways. So we did the album release. So now we doing this other thing, but we building up because we about to have this concert. So that's what we doing.
That's
Just, you know,
gangster.
just to keep on putting it in your face so that you know what I'm saying? That's
Hey,
what, as
chicks don't like that.
But sometimes, hey, but hold on.
Chicks don't like that.
But there's the rule of averages says 10%. You do it 10 times, one of them gonna like it.
Yeah.
okay, so
That's what it says.
and that's how the hashtag Me Too.
But yeah, I got
And
other
Harvey
nine-
Weinstein,
the other
as
nine
Cuba
might-
Gooding Jr. as Bill.
I mean, the other 9 gonna get mad.
But yeah, that's
that
that's
one.
what it's about, man. It's about just pushing that envelope and just because a lot of people don't understand. Like, hey, I'm gonna just drop something, and it's too much competition.
That shit don't work.
It's like what stands out, really and truly. What really stands out right now? And so I learned something valuable last year, and I'm gonna say names.
Give him the secret, my
Yeah.
nigga.
All right, so I was at KYS. We was there. Can't Lose the Soul, and it was like, yo. You know, we advertise and we market to teenagers. All right. And so this is the reality. And guess what? It's only 20 spots.
Around this city.
No, on air.
Oh,
in
period.
general.
Okay,
in
yeah,
general,
yeah,
with
okay.
rotation.
Okay.
It's only 20 spots. So if you can crack the code to get in there, cool, but you competing with big business.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
You compete with the
at most
with the mumbles.
But at most, unless it's catch on, right? The most you're gonna get out of this shit is like on mixtapes.
Yeah.
Not mixtape, but mix shows.
Yeah.
That's how they can get you in there. But as far as rotation, nah, you know what I'm saying? So it's like you gotta change your idea of what success is.
You know what's dope though about hip hop now though is that the fact that it's making a comeback. Like the shit fell off and everybody was listening to the that's bullshit. And then then now it's like motherfuckers is making a straight up like now they're making sense again. Like motherfuckers hip hop is actually making its way back into, and that's fucked up.
Yeah.
But it's starting to make, and I'm glad for it because nigga, hip hop is dope. Mumble rap is garbage.
That's terrible.
Like the shit is cool to listen to when you want to fight a motherfucker, or like,
I mean,
or like if you in the gym.
Hey, cut that shit on, man.
Yeah.
I'm about to fight.
But outside of that, nigga, like what mumble rap and the music nowadays is doing to like the new generation of kids. Like there's no substance to it. It's all Percocet, bitches, pussy, Percocet. Like that shit's dumb. There's nothing to it. And how many times can you peel out with a car?
Yeah.
In every song.
Drake out.
Skirt. Like we get it, nigga. Like you should have no tires right now.
Yeah. And that's always.
But I'm glad this niggas like you to kept the fucking boot. Like nigga, we had a. Me and Dre. Let me tell you something about this shit.
He tells me about that.
Me and Dre used to have rap group together.
Yeah, we did.
It was me,
Dre went solo.
Dre.
Good job, Dre.
Our boy Vasi.
I ain't go solo. Go ahead.
Our boy Shorty.
Yeah.
Our boy Big Groove.
Yeah.
And you were the Bobby Brown of the group.
Okay. Maybe.
We had many. Yeah. We was the boy band. The boy
on that
band.
note,
As he reaches for the
pour
bottle.
me another drink.
As he reaches for the bottle.
You niggas ain't never.
Now, I got a question for you.
Whitney, let me pull that turd out your butt.
We were having this conversation offline over here during the show.
Okay.
And I had to stop Damo. Like, no, nigga, let's talk about it.
I was literally going to explain the whole thing.
He's going to try to explain it offline during the show. But here's the part I don't understand about music today. Back in the day, you put an album out, put music out.
Yeah.
I go, even if I bought it online,
Yeah.
I would go online, I would buy it. It would be either $1 or so per song or $15 for the whole album.
Yeah.
If I didn't want the whole album, then I could just buy the songs that I want. And I knew the artist got a portion of that.
Right.
They broke that up. I knew that also there was Napster that fucked everything up. But people were just
Napster and actually kind of the mixtape game as well though.
But yeah, okay. So here's my question for you. How is it now that artists can get paid from streaming if I'm paying? So it used to be I pay $15 for your album, but now I'm paying $15 a month for unlimited music on Apple Music.
Yeah.
How is it that an artist can still make money from it from sales? Because of course we know that there's money made from shows, which is different money,
and that's really primarily the main way. But
that's always been.
The thing now is they got is these 360 deals, right?
Yeah.
So
which I thought people didn't want.
Right, but that's kind of like a lot of times people take those deals because it encompasses the reach, it encompasses all these different things where they're able to monetize, even though it ain't the best. But a lot of the major people do that as far as the deals that they give artists. But as far as independent artists, I'll be honest, like Tidal pays the most. You getting like 0.00 cents. You know what I'm saying? Like
every
But that's how it was with CDs.
So think of this. So you take that, and the average, the equivalent of a sale is 1,500 streams, right?
Okay.
So
that's the average. That's the
1,500 streams is
one sale.
Is one sale. All right. Okay.
Shit.
So now what's happened is that you got all these people as far as the streaming game where you're trying to get placed on playlists because playlists is because like Google, Apple Music, YouTube is where you going like that's where people are really finding music.
Right.
So you got people that are trying to get on these playlists and people are monetize. Well, on the other end, people are monetizing that. So it's kind of like as an artist, it's very hard to like capitalize off of that. You really are making your money off of shows and merch. You know, at this point, it's like the money is. The music is the mechanism. So like what I've been doing, and I shout out like, you know what I'm saying, RIP to Nipsey Hussle And there's another dude that used to be down with Busta Rhymes. Actually, we interviewed him a couple of weeks ago. His name is Rock Marciano. Them dudes, he's like the East Coast equivalent. He was doing what Nipsey was doing as well.
Okay.
He's just not as popular. You know what I mean? But like his sound, like if you heard of Griselda, he was doing the Griselda sound before Griselda. Like, you know what I mean? But anyway, like them dudes is like smart as far as like yo, I'm not putting my shit on no streaming shit. If you want my shit,
you gotta buy it from me.
You gotta buy it from me, and I'm selling that shit for $20 a pop. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, they work to get that audience. But yeah, but pretty much it's
you
really,
also better have a great product.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, I'm not trying to get off. You know, I'm not talking.
No, you good.
But the reality.
Preach, my nigga.
But the reality is this. Because it is a microwave society, you gotta figure out how to get those people. So like when I do shows and stuff now, and then like when I'm doing these events, I want your email.
Oh yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So like the last event we did, you know, we had like over 200 emails for everybody that came. I have a photographer, you know what I'm saying? So and then we had a film crew there. What we do after the event's over, we gave them all the pictures. You know what I'm saying? And then we were like, yeah, here's the pictures for you. If you put it up on social media, use this hashtag, tag us.
That's gangsta.
That we asked you to at least do that. Gave them a free song.
Yeah.
It worked, right?
Wow.
So and then we also tied them back to the album. By the way, here's the album. We got like 20, 30 sales off of that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you gotta find a way to build relationship with the people offline. Plus, you gotta figure out a way to beat the algorithm, right? Because fucking Facebook, Instagram is just the same company. They know this, and so they change that algorithm so much. So it's like you're not really reaching nobody. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta figure out a way. Yeah. So that's why I be trying to tell people like, yo, when you in front of somebody, you gotta make sure that you get them. It's like you gotta squeeze them because when they walk away, they gonna forget. So that's how, as far as the monetization is in that way. You know, yeah. You can stream, you can stream my stuff, but I be telling like my clients, my guys, you know what I'm saying, like, yo, get them like right now. You know what I'm saying? So like when we do this show, we'll have the merch there. We're going to have the what's-her-face there. So what I've been trying to preach and what we trying to get at
not the what's-her-face.
Is
I didn't know either, but I knew it was something important.
It's always
it was merch and then what's-your-face. I wasn't certain. But
your actual product.
Oh, see? He didn't have to say it. That's how important it was that he was like, fuck it, move on from the what's-your-face. Damn it, don't interrupt the man with the what's-your-face.
But just imagine, this is what I'm trying to get to, but just imagine that you do a show. You get paid from your ticket sales. You get paid from your merchandise, and then now what if what if you get these? What if you get endorsements and all of that? So with endorsements and sponsorships, whether they pay you or whether they offset costs, but if you can use that to be incentivized to bring more people, you get more sales. So even though you're not getting money per se off of the sponsorship, you find a way indirectly to bring more people, you get money. So I've been like, yo, if we do this right, we could be making over like a G a show. You know what I'm saying? You spread it out.
Maybe sit down. I gotta go do some shit. You heard what the man said on the podcast.
Damn right.
We gotta make some shit, make some other shit.
But the whole thing is you have to retool your mind of what success is. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And figure out how to navigate that shit.
And that's strategic. That's not by that's by design. That's not by accident.
You got to know how to
but a lot of people
you got to separate yourself from other fucking people.
But see, you got to understand also, artists are what? They artists.
True.
They not business people.
They don't think business wise.
They just like most people like you know what I'm saying? Like fuck this, because I want to get out. I want to move away from this. You know, I want to go to all this and all that. And I tell people to work their songs or work their projects, because the reality is that the world ain't heard it. Right. Like you gotta realize, like we talked about Lizzo. We joking about Lizzo.
Right.
How old was that song? That song, you know what I'm saying? That was old. But I'm gonna give you two. I'm gonna give you two examples. Boot Up was a year old before it caught on. A year old.
Yeah.
Trap Queen by Fetty Wap.
Right.
Year and a half.
Damn.
You see what I'm saying? So just think about that. You know what I'm saying? Even then, if we want to go back to like Luda with with Back for the First Time, I forget the name of the project he did, but they just released it and repackaged it to give it to the world. So it's like a lot of times like, yo, work your shit. you know what I'm saying, increase your reach. And that's how you're gonna be able to monetize. So that's my thing in teaching people and even for myself, this is what I realized. So with me, I've been doing different things to keep relevant and to learn. So yeah. But that's it, yeah. To answer your question. Like that's why I say you gotta retool it. So it's like let's look at it like widgets. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like, all right, if I'm selling a project,
classic business move right here.
But it's
classic
business.
business.
I put that shit up on IG the other time. Like $20.
That's business school right there.
Yeah, $20. How much you trying to sell at that joint? You see what I'm saying? Like, like just imagine, like, you know, you got a day gig, but what if you can make $1,000 a month from this?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? How can you do that? Because if you simplify the math, you know what I'm saying. But then it's like, all right. You got to figure out the plan behind it. So that's what we doing. So that's like with me, Priest, my man Night Train 357, who I got an album coming out with. Shameless plug.
That's what you here for.
My man,
No,
and I gotta link you up with my man Tim. You know what I'm saying, the Dirty Church.
Okay, so hold on. Let me pause you here real quick.
Yeah.
And I don't mean to interrupt.
Nah.
Because you spitting great shit.
I talk too much.
But no, fuck that. This shit is this is
a
gold.
podcast. This is what you do.
Damo talks too much.
Yeah.
That's bad talk. I do.
Right.
This is good talk.
I do, and
it'll go into
a lot of the shit is ignorant.
a drunk drivel.
Let
Stick it in your butt.
me get you right. So Tim Hicks.
Tim Hicks, my dude. Can I say this real quick before you say what?
Are we related? I mean, this nigga related.
I'm trying to link y'all up. You know what I'm saying? Because you said what was it, Deal or Dean?
No, okay. So first off,
for his sake, let's hope not.
Fuck that. That nigga. Okay, so that nigga is from DC.
Yeah.
By Shrimp Boat.
Yep.
My grandfather and them are from Dick Street.
Yep, and that's where we shot the video.
Right. That's why I said
That's
this
where we
shit.
shot the video.
That's around the corner.
Nigga, so
Yeah.
if we might.
It's a good possibility.
Yes.
Yeah.
Nigga, I went to an M&T one time and found out that one of the tellers was related to me.
I need to link you up with him.
Definitely do. So
But real talk about that dude. Just want to say this: that dude, if he gets his break,
That's a talented motherfucker though.
no, that
Whether
dude,
we related or not.
dude. Have you seen the performance I put up on IG?
Yes.
Make sure y'all look. That nigga is like the black. We said that this nigga is a rock star. This nigga is like the black Jim Morrison. You know what I'm saying?
Nigga, that's specific though. God damn.
Dude,
That's
when
like
you
a
see-
cult following type shit.
But like if you see him perform, it's what he's doing is different.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? He's like on like some like punk rock stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because he has a band called the Dirty Church. I mean, it's gonna be called the Cornell West Theory. You know, but
Wow.
yeah, and Cornell West gave them.
For real, he gave them.
He came out and gave them the blessing to use the name for their first show. Yeah,
G right there.
but
Wow.
but what I'm saying is that with him, yeah, his energy is like.
I mean, for you to make that comparison.
But yeah,
To
when you
Jim
see
Morrison, who is not that's not a
Yeah.
name that you just. That's not a name that's right there on the table regularly. It's not like people are just sitting around saying Jim Morrison.
First off,
So for you to make that comparison,
that is a level of music knowledge that most black people don't have.
But I mean,
Exactly.
but just
That's
to
real.
Right.
But that's
That's real.
that's,
No.
like you said, that's
But-
very specific.
Right, because
But
the Doors has a cult following.
But if you saw his
Bring up
performance,
to
like
the
we was at this place called Soto on 14. I'm gonna put up the rest of his performance. I only put up when he did Jim Vans.
I saw that part.
All right,
That joint was
dude.
That was
He's like when he's on the mic, it's like he's acting like he's fighting. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I
His
saw that.
mannerism, he's just a free spirit. And I
don't
think
think I know
that
this guy.
I think that I'll give you that
I got
album. Like,
right. I got
his project, Priest project, I put that on any album that you can talk about that came out last year, and I'll tell you that they equally compete, and you will love both albums, especially Tim's album.
Did you do anything on his album, or
Nah.
are you just affiliated with the artist for him specifically?
So they both came to me to help them as far as promoting the music, and so that's how we built our relationship.
Low key flex.
But on the new ADST stuff that we working on now, they're working with me. They they don't they on Good Lord 2, and I'll let the cat out the bag. So like Good Lord 2 is Priest, it's Tim,
Yep.
it's Killer Cow from Rare Essence.
That's the homie.
Yeah.
That's two.
Hampton University.
Yeah.
I want to put that out.
Yeah.
Also,
No. You're not gonna
Also,
You're not gonna disrespect DJ Envy
DJ
and
Envy.
not give my homie Killer Cal the credit.
well, we're gonna go
That's
DJ
the homie.
Envy.
Yeah.
That's the homie. Yeah.
That's who we're gonna connect you with.
Killer Cal it is. Rare Essence.
You didn't say you knew him
Who?
in Hampton. You said I had class with DJ Envy.
I had class with DJ Envy. I know Killer Cal.
But
Yeah,
right.
and Cal,
Do you?
And low key,
But I know both of them. Fuck that.
Cal is one of
Them
my
niggas know me.
clients too.
Who sent you a butt?
So,
No, neither one.
so matter of fact, shout out to Cal because in December last month, I put up these pictures. Cal hit me up. He was like, "Yo, what you doing tonight?" I was like, "Man, I'm tired as fuck because we just did the priest thing." He was like, "Yo," says I couldn't come through. I'm about to like bless you with something. I'm like, all right. He sends me this information. It was to meet Young Guru, and we had a dinner with Young Guru on Capitol Hill. It
that's
was
what's
this
up.
the shit was dude. The shit was.
I saw the pictures of that. You posted pictures of that.
It was in a row house, right? So it was basically.
It was like a long ass table.
Yeah.
I saw
it
that.
Was
shit.
nothing but people from D. So it was like me, Priest, because I told Priest to come in. It was DJ Iron. It was
DJ Iron. I haven't heard that name in a long time.
It was Black Alley, DJ Rico.
Wow.
This dude, I forget his name. He had found like the first like go-go label. Anyway, it was just nothing but, and we were just talking about like how to make DC music official. The joint was so official, dude. Like they paid for the Uber to bring you there and back home, dog.
Okay,
That's what's up, man.
You know what I'm saying? The shit.
cool.
Hey, that's some
And
political type shit.
That's some good shit.
That's some
you
politics
walk
back alley
walk
shit.
in. They got the drinks
message.
for you.
Yeah.
It was a 4-course meal, dude. The shit was fucking crazy. So shout out to Killer Cal for setting that up, man.
That's
But yeah.
that's nice.
But Cal's one of my clients too.
Dope for the culture, my nigga.
Yeah.
So
especially DC like entertainment and music, because there's, I mean, pound for pound, comedian wise, anybody who's funny as fuck, majority of them niggas, if not a percentage of them, are from the district.
Or came through the training.
Yeah, or
ground
came through, yeah.
of the
Or
Or
district.
came through.
Yeah.
Also with music, I mean, you got go-go, which is its own thing.
And people don't recognize
And people-
with go-go though that a lot of these artists, when they go out on tour, when they decide, they're gonna use a live band,
Right.
Yeah.
they're not assembling a band. They're not
Right.
saying I need this drummer, I need this horn
Right.
player.
Yeah,
They
It ain't
can
the
just say,
Roots.
hey, I'm right. The Roots are busy.
The Roots are busy.
They're busy
Roots are
every
very
night
busy.
on
Yeah.
what is it, Jimmy
Fallon.
There it is.
It's Tonight
Right.
Show.
Yeah, yeah.
But let me get this
Shout
band.
out.
Right.
Let me get this
News
band.
all the time too.
Yeah.
So
And so many dope
that shit
musicians
is
here, man.
musicians here, like artists here, are so much sleep. And like Wale said in his song, nigga, the motherfucker said they not fucking with the skins. They too busy repping them stars.
Yeah.
And then and then I can't remember the exact verse, but he was like, they not fucking with the artists here. They too busy repping them stars. Like
Yeah.
niggas here don't fuck with you until you are already something.
Yeah.
Right.
Niggas don't fuck with you on the ground level, and
Yeah.
that's any artist though.
But you know what?
and it's starting to change. That culture is starting to change, and I think that's a dope ass thing, and I'm glad that shit is happening.
But you know, also like, you know what I mean, shout out, low key, with just the jazz scene, right?
Low key flex on jazz.
Like U Street, right? And then the whole U Street movement, that's where like Priest, Black Indian, that's where those guys, like, a lot of people, I'm just, singling out them, but and then, we got the punk rock scene too,
Oh yeah, nigga.
like you know what I'm saying, Bad Brains.
Bad Brains is from
Yeah.
I forgot about them.
Matter of fact, it was so funny. I was watching hip hop, what's it, Evolution or whatever, Revolution,
Mhm.
and then because the new episodes came out, and was it Lil Jon? They was talking, the Lil Jon was talking about Bad Brains.
Bad Brains.
Yeah,
Fucking
yeah.
what's homeboy from Nirvana? Dave Grohl. Dave Grohl from the DMV, bro. That motherfucker from Alexandria,
Yeah.
which is DMV proper, not even that
Yeah.
offset DMV.
Right.
Like it's
That's
DMV
like
proper.
DMV. That's
Yeah,
big.
And-
yeah.
and-
But it's a lot.
And he talked about go in his joint.
It's a lot. It's a lot of, man. I swear,
It's a lot of shit happening.
It's
in this city, bro.
it was just that the show I went to. It's just like, yo, it's so many dope people that it's just like just opportunity and reach, but because of like people that have like control, the access, rather I should say, you're not really being able to see them. But like Uptown XO, his album's called Culture Over Corporate, and that album is so fucking dope. And it's like he talking DC before gentrification.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Priest is talking about manhood has elements of that.
Okay, so real quick though, the gentrification part. I get DC before gentrification, but the wharf is much better. The wharf is.
It is, but I miss Zanzibar H2O, man.
Yeah, I was just about to say that, man.
First off,
Zanzibar H2O.
fuck those joints, nigga. Let's be real. Go down there now. District Donut is legit.
But dude, they kill. I don't, you know, my
shit is dope.
But you know, my only beef with them niggas down there is they not even niggas. But my beef with them is right.
Are we included?
Nah, the parking.
I was gonna go there because I've
the
been to a
parking has
few.
always been shitty.
No. I'm talking about the pay. I'm talking about the pay to park. Like it's like $25 for 2 hours. And after that, it's like $35.
Could you have paid to park before? Back in they did that little parking lot across from.
Yeah, they had
that
parking lot.
They had that parking garage.
But you had to find shit on the street prior to that.
Bad. The parking is horrible.
But I mean, now granted, like I park at LaFont and I call a fucking Uber.
Okay,
Right,
so
I used to be disrespectful in parking in like Jefferson.
So
like,
can I tell you that? Can I tell you that? Haynes Point, right? The Awakening statue, which was moved from Haynes Point
to the
National Harbor.
Right.
Can I tell you that? There's a smile on his face.
He's happy.
He is happy. He's like, whoo! He was like, brother, I'd rather have a kid take a picture in my mouth than two bums fucking in my mouth.
These river rats running up on my nostrils.
These motherfuckers throwing crab claws from the wharf at my face while they walk. Like let's be real.
Like the anthem down there. That venue is really. I love the anthem. I love the anthem.
That's my goal to.
I think with gentrification, they should keep
I did Union Stage twice.
A nucleus.
I love it.
Yeah. Have you been to Union Stage?
No.
So you know what Union Stage is, right?
Yep.
Union Stage is right. Like when you come in it's by the Oyster Bar joint.
Yep.
And you go in. You know how you go through the parking lot. Union Stage
It's
is
like
right
an alley
there.
right there.
Yeah, and then you go down.
Yeah.
And then you go downstairs. So Union Stage.
I've seen it. I've seen people lined up to go in the joint.
It's like,
but I
it's
didn't.
about 400 people. No,
Okay.
they got.
It's smaller than the anthem, but I think they're owned by the same people though, right? Or are they something separate?
I don't know. But I like.
Then I'll shut the fuck up.
Yeah, like so when I was DJing for Nonchalant, we did a show there, and then
Low key flex.
And then when I did a show, and then when I was DJing for Question Mark Asylum,
Low key flex twice.
Okay,
yeah, we did a show.
Man, that's cool.
Yeah, you know it's
Gang of low key flexes. I get it.
Nah, man.
Yeah.
You know it's
What do you
really.
think I'm doing this shit for, huh?
Like,
to be able to fucking flex.
You should be. Able
But but you know what's so fucking
I'm
weird?
doing push. The next show, my arm.
This is so fucking weird. A lot of the people that are legends here, I've realized that I've worked with all of them. You know what I'm saying? And I never, you know, on some capacity, whether it's either I produced them, I DJ for them, or I promoted them.
That shit.
That shit is so fucking crazy, right?
That
So
moment.
and they came to me, and
Right.
it's like
They called me.
they came to
Low-key
me,
flex.
and a lot of people was just like, yo,
me.
like we like what you're doing, right? Like, how can you know?
But
You know what
that's
I'm saying?
when you produce a good
and
product.
I'm like, who
When
the
you
fuck
do-
am I,
when
right?
you do well.
But-
Who the fuck am I?
Right. So when you are a movement, right? Nigga, you literally have
That's
fucking
scary.
apparel that says "Legend in my city."
scary.
My
I love
nigga.
that shit too.
That's
You know what I
scary.
mean?
That scares
When
me.
you are fuck that.
You know,
when
I'ma
you
tell you
are
why
a
it scares
movement,
me.
do you need a spokesperson, my nigga? Because I
I'ma
will
tell
do
you-
it.
He should not be it. I
No,
just want to
no,
I want to block that shot right here.
I'm gonna tell you what scared. I'm gonna tell you what scared me real quick. I know I'm gonna tell you what scared me.
No,
Fuck, what are you talking about? You talking too much. Nigga, it's a podcast.
All right.
That's all
so,
we do.
like, at this event we just did, like, yo, yeah, you need to talk to him. You know what I'm saying? If you trying to get something moving in the city, he got a movement.
See?
I'm
Nigga,
like-
when you are a
I'm like-
movement,
And then,
you are a thing.
right, and then, so it's a local magazine that want to work me. They're like, yeah, because you know you got a movement. I'm like,
Low-key flex.
how do I have a movement? You know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to get heard.
Can you explain it to me? How I?
Okay,
Yeah,
so
I'm just trying to get heard.
how do we get this podcast?
I was about to say, can you?
Because we just trying to get heard too.
Now, here's my question. Actually, this is a good
Well,
question.
I told
Here's-
you. I
here's
told
the
you.
question.
We talked offline. I told
Right.
you.
Is
Yeah,
there
yeah.
an equation that you would say? Because we talked about Fat Doctor last week,
Oh,
and
yeah,
we talked about
RIP.
how there was an
that's
equation for success
Okay.
in comedy.
So real quick,
Uh-huh.
I got a call
Yeah.
Yesterday.
Yeah.
There was like, nigga, how I found out my family member died while I was listening to your podcast.
Oh,
damn.
So Jamel,
yeah,
Blackman,
yeah. Jay Black, shout out.
is cousins with Darcel Blackman,
Okay.
who is Fat Doctor.
Wow.
Nigga,
Wow.
I done known Jamel forever.
I never knew
Both
that.
of them niggas is my guys.
Yeah, I
We had
never
no
knew that.
idea.
I never knew that.
What?
I never knew that.
Nigga, that's crazy talk.
Yeah.
That's small world. Like that's.
Yeah.
So you never even knew that they was
I
related.
had no clue.
Yeah,
And, and I noticed that when I was putting the thing together, but I didn't.
Nigga,
I didn't think
just
nothing
because
of it.
people got the same last name don't mean
Exactly.
they're
And
related.
But
that's
it's a
what
small-
I
it's
noticed
small.
that they had
You
the
think
same.
Marcus is related to Jim Brown?
yeah.
Look at his physique.
I-
Marcus can't do
I-
shit football related. He can only
Yes.
play basketball.
I just chose not to go into that arena. But
like,
Jim,
goddamn.
I see you this July
I'll
at the
see you.
family reunion. Me,
Brown
you, Tim,
family reunion.
Ron Brown,
Marcus, Daddy, and friends.
every Brown.
Hey,
you
nigga,
can
I
think
just
of.
came up with a song for your family reunion, by the way. Brown family reunion.
Hey, Dre, man, I see why you went solo.
Marcus family and friends.
I see why you broke up the group.
I didn't break up the group.
There's no Brown.
I didn't break up the group. I decided to go solo.
Can you imagine practices where this nigga's doing this in a
If
real
you don't
group?
like
And you
what
was
comes
like,
out of
nigga,
the
we
dopeness,
just trying to
y'all
do
ain't
this.
trying to
shit.
put a track together. You keep singing these stupid ass songs.
Marcus family
You
reunion.
probably start speaking in third person. Dre is leaving, all right? Dre is out of here.
Brown family reunion.
Dre is tired of the stupid ass songs from Dad.
Oh, my God.
Daddy, Marcus, and friends.
Here's my
Yo.
question.
Cause your
So,
daddy.
Hold on, before we move
Guess
forward.
what I just got?
A text message saying,
No.
Not an idea with this. shit
I
that you just heard.
got Cliff's OEP, the one we did back in
Is it digital?
digital.
Am I on it?
You know, you did the beginning.
Yeah.
You know
That means you wanna hit it,
You know,
yeah.
yeah.
That means you only wanna hit it,
Yeah.
You did the beginning. I
Okay,
don't
so
want to hear that.
okay. First off, and this is a test to my homie. First, his album that he put out, it was a mixtape. All of his beats, he had artists on his beats. He pulled a clue shit, right? Right? Who did the sketches?
Yeah.
This guy.
I had him come in to
Yeah.
glue the whole album.
You did,
guy.
I had him glue the whole album together.
I
Yeah,
did the
you
sketches.
did sketches on what album
you
was that?
were,
You just did
Definition of Doubt.
one. Yeah, that's
you
right.
You were,
Definition
That's right.
of Doubt. That's
on Dre joint.
Lady Eloise.
Right.
Yeah,
I
he
know.
did.
I
He
know.
did. He did everything.
It took me a minute
And
too.
so-
I was like,
and so
I
we-
know this motherfucker.
Yeah,
I'm listening to the album going, why do I know this voice?
So
I
you were
know
the
these
mad rapper?
motherfuckers. And I was like,
No.
You were the mad rapper.
Over elevated me. The shit was so fucking funny, dog.
Nigga, the beat was so good. But
He's
see,
like, nah, nigga, that's
I
it.
want that
He's
one.
like, I want that. It just
So-
sounds like some elevated
so
music.
everybody that's listening to the podcast.
nigga, I did a whole sketch about how
There.
you got to match your
Go
chick
to-
with your shoes.
Go on
And it just
Spotify.
happened.
He's on
And it
all
just
the
happened.
streaming platforms. Go on Spotify, wherever,
God.
and look for Definition of Doubt.
Thank you.
And and you will actually see Damo does
Low-key flex.
the
I
skit
get the low-key flex.
on that joint.
You know what?
Yeah.
You know what? Okay,
But definitely
so,
listen to it because the album's hot.
But
I mean,
but real
it's
talk.
shit
I'm
is
all
just-
right. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Intros fuck
See,
you in the face.
Go
Okay,
on
sorry. Too
Bandcamp.
much.
Go to adst.bandcamp.com
There
or
it
go
is.
to adstmusic.com, or
Because-
you can listen to the album on SoundCloud. I'll be honest with you. I was scared because we did rip that thing. I ain't want to get in trouble with that. So what I did was I didn't.
Hang with Damo, that's a constant. I didn't want to get in trouble.
Yeah. So I
I feel
did.
that.
So Damo's not on the Spotify streams
That's a constant.
because I ain't want to get in trouble.
God damn it.
There's the
Yeah.
constant.
Okay,
Yeah,
I was
so-
with Damo. I didn't want to get in trouble.
Yeah.
Okay, so I have been banned by a lot of things.
You been-
I'm currently banned from Twitter again.
yeah, this dude gets banned.
So, question.
from-
Again.
We were talking earlier, and he had a question for the group.
Oh, yeah.
What?
What was your question? Because you asked about the name of the podcast.
Yeah. So my thing is, hold on.
You said,
Oh,
We got to start up.
Give me.
Give it 37 seconds.
Give me.
oh, you got to get his live stream back up?
No.
So while we do that commercial,
I want to know.
are you drinking wine? Wine makes the day a little bit better.
Yeah. So
Hey!
here we go.
And so, during our podcast, why not enjoy
How
some
did you come up
wine?
with
Because I'm not going to say the name until you
bottles
join up.
and washcloths?
I will tell you that. So.
Like My nigga, like that's just so
Random.
I feel it's random, but then I feel
It's
this,
random as fuck.
But I feel it's greatness within the randomness. And I know you.
You don't understand.
Don't you make me cry, Dre?
Motherfuckers go
I want
nuts right now.
Okay, first off.
Yeah. I know it's something.
I will tell you this.
I feel like I need some sexy music. Just
I was
anything
doing. Okay, so I came up. Okay, so I was going through names, right?
And it is very hard to find an original
Right.
fucking that nobody.
Okay,
is
so
fucking
at first,
with. Believe me,
I
we
came
went through a
up.
lot.
I came up in my mind. I was like, random acts of podcast, right? And then I was gonna be like, oh, if we do interviews, we can call them rap sessions because random acts of podcast, right? Google that shit. Random acts of podcast is already taken. It's like motherfucker.
Right.
So then I came up with a couple other names, right? And I was like, yeah. Then I came up with this name, and I was like, oh, this is legit.
And there was absolutely nothing.
I was like, this is legit. And what I came up with was wine bottles and washcloths. And then I was like, how do you like? And so I came up. I told Terrence. He was like, yeah, what the fuck does that mean? And I was like, nigga, it is the intricate supplies you need for a true one night stand, my nigga. Chicks love wine, and then they got to clean up afterwards. Washcloths.
Yo, but that's genius. But that's genius.
Hey, get Marcus the fuck out of here. No one appreciates you. You can go too, Terrence. No one appreciates my genius like Dre. Me and Dre are starting a podcast. He appreciates me. You motherfuckers.
That's genius. But
actually, when he told us, we just had nothing else.
But that's how we win.
And when he said it, we were just sitting there like,
That's how we. That's
all right, fuck it. I mean,
that's how we win it.
that's good. That's good. And we ain't got nothing better.
I was like, all right, I mean,
fine.
we can roll with that.
It wasn't worth fighting. Like,
It wasn't. It was like, you know what?
We
All
don't
right.
need to save that fight for other shit. Other dumbass shit that he gonna say
To get me out of jail.
Yeah.
Get me out of
Get
jail.
him out of Twitter jail.
Twitter jail. I mean,
No
this
one can
nigga-
fight that fight. I'm
this
trying.
nigga stays
I'm
in Twitter
still
jail.
Oh, shit.
I'm in it for the next 4 days.
So, speaking of social media, I provided some questions for my my followers, my fans, my friends, my homies.
Love, hit it, give it, you name it.
Yeah, we won't get muted for that.
Yeah,
Yeah, can't because I didn't say anything of worth.
at all. So, my question for you guys:
Lay it on me.
better strut? Who has one? Is it
Is it
Conor McGregor,
A,
George Jefferson,
B,
Ric Flair?
C?
Now, people also happen to mention Michael P.S. Hayes. I don't know if you know who that
Michael
is.
P.S.
I believe that's his name from the Freebirds.
Yeah, he's a wrestler.
Right, he's a wrestler.
There you go.
I said,
Oh,
now,
from the Freebird.
There you
I
go.
said I couldn't include him because he doesn't transcend wrestling, in my opinion.
Okay, what?
If you're not a wrestling fan, you don't know who he is.
I take that back. Anyone? You right? Okay, so I was about to say anyone who knows
anyone who
wrestling.
knows
Right.
wrestling,
So,
right.
yeah. So the Freebirds are legit, though.
True.
They're
They're
In
like
wrestling.
they're like up there with the Road Warriors.
True.
and-
Yes, they
Right.
are.
And-
Fabulous
and-
one. They only but certain
and the British
tag
Bulldogs.
teams.
And shit like
Yes,
that.
I agree with that.
Okay, so here's my answer. Right?
Mhm.
I'm gonna say.
Okay,
Conor
I'm gonna
McGregor.
ask you to rank them.
I'm okay. Conor McGregor, George Jefferson, 1 and 1A,
Okay. Okay.
and then Ric Flair is B. And I'll tell you why.
Okay.
Conor McGregor does that shit all the time. Like this is his life.
So he's living the strut.
He lives this strut. He's not playing anyone else. He is Conor McGregor.
Right, 'cause this is not a Sherman Hemsley.
Right. So George
in
Jefferson
peace.
is Sherman Hemsley. He did it for the show, but it was dope.
Yes.
So I put it at 1A. Ric Flair did it as Ric Flair,
And really,
and he only did it in the ring.
when he was
Did
doing
he do
something-
it just to ring?
He only did it in the ring.
He only did it in the ring.
Did you see his 30 for 30?
I was
I
like,
did
because
see
he
that.
did
That
it.
was
He
just-
did it.
So-
on,
so
I
hold
thought
on.
he did
He did it
outside
in the
ring.
ring.
Okay, so this
I don't
motherfucker. Okay,
know.
so this motherfucker walked in a Target
No.
and just gave him the.
No. I don't think. I thought he only
Okay,
did it
Ric
in the
Flair.
ring during certain times.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
I mean, he was Ric Flair. That was his shit.
Now he lived it. Now hold on. Now look, we got to say that he did live Ric Flair.
He lived
yeah,
Ric
he
Flair.
did.
He
To-
can't go
too far, matter
nowhere
of fact.
and not
Yeah.
be Ric
On that
Flair.
30 for 30.
That's what I'm
yeah,
saying.
yeah.
That's
Okay,
what I'm
so
saying.
first off, Gold Dust
Yeah.
is not
Who,
his
his
name.
son?
Yeah.
It's not his name.
No.
Yeah.
He is Gold Dust. This nigga does not show up to Target wearing gold paint.
True. But
And-
Ric
I feel
Ric
you,
Flair.
So what's the criteria? So what's the criteria?
We
just saying what's just basing the strut on the strut.
It's the strut, but what I'm saying
is,
are
we basing it based on the person and the character?
Okay, so
but he's saying that he lives.
I'm saying that Conor McGregor does the shit.
Yeah,
just like walking through a hotel.
So, all right. I believe.
But you don't think Sherman Hemsley, when he was alive, might go through a Motel 6?
No,
so
I think he was just walking.
My ranking would be Ric Flair.
Stop it.
1.
Stop it. You lost me.
Then I go
Stop it.
Sherman Hemsley, and I Conor McGregor. I think that dude is just
most people on my timeline said George Jefferson.
Right.
He won.
Don't
maybe
take
because I
away
like
from
Ric
George
Flair,
Jefferson.
man.
That's why I said. That's why I said we talking about like
wrestling.
qualifiers. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah,
dude.
See, my thing is George Jefferson was good because once again he transcended George Jefferson.
Did Ric Flair chop anyone outside of the ring?
So, okay, George Jefferson was so good that other people did the George Jefferson.
Right. So
like Tupac.
Right.
Remember we talked about Tupac and his walk out of the courtroom.
So that's why
George Jefferson.
That's why George Jefferson is.
That's why he's number 1.
1A. Nah. Conor McGregor is 1 because Conor McGregor does that shit in a bar and will punch an old man in the face
for not drinking his whiskey.
But he will walk over to him with that strut and do it. Cameras or no cameras. Ric Flair does it with cameras.
Nah.
George Jefferson did it for the character.
For the camera.
But that character transitioned over to people's regular lives. Henceforth, the Tupac joint. Conor McGregor does that shit because that's Conor fucking McGregor, my dude.
That dude.
I'm still going with George Jefferson. Just behind the strut itself.
I like Rick.
So we're split.
I need new co-host. This is stupid.
I mean, you don't want somebody to just follow you.
You're right.
Damo says.
Yes, I do.
As I was saying it, I was like, God damn.
Yes, I do.
You know what?
Yes, I do. The level of Damo is pretty.
He wants people to follow.
You want people to follow.
Which brings us to our next episode. Actually, we'll can that.
Yeah.
We're going to go in and bust into the Damotology for this week.
Yeah. Are we now?
Oh, we are. Because we just talked about following me. And there's only one way to follow. Mm-hmm. Everyone has their own Messiah.
So are we ready for you?
I am the Messiah of Damotology. Right. Damotology, Church of Latter-day Saints. Not Latter-day Saints.
Not to be confused with.
We don't want to get sued by the Mormons or whatever they're called. We just wake up later in the day. We would like you. This is an offer to the altar. We want you guys to follow Damotology, Church of Latter-day Saints. So what we'll do is we would spruce it up the music a little bit for the youth. Get these moaners off and let's go with something a little bit more youthful. Hit it, my nigga. Yes.
Follow me.
God damn it.
Follow me.
God damn it.
Follow me. Follow me.
Damotology.
Follow me. Follow me.
When life hands you lemons, you make lemonade. And you take the seeds and you rub it in the eyes of life. And you tell that son of a bitch, I'm the fucking boss. Suck on this one time. Follow me. Follow me.
Good shit.
And that's Damotology, my nigga.
Damotology.
Something to follow.
It's a real thing.
Yeah.
It's a real thing. And I already told you how the fucking opening of the Church of Damotology, once we get a brick and mortar, backyard will be there. Where you look, yep. We're gonna find who sings "Follow Me." He. I don't know what the name of the song is.
They gonna lead the choir.
Follow me. He. We're gonna find out. Hopefully they're still alive.
Follow me.
Because I feel like most EDM people, they don't live long. they got like the life expectancy of like a hermit crab.
Oh my god!
And we're also gonna have my man ADST Music DJing live in the pulpit
on the keys,
making beats hot right there. And when we open up our brick and mortar for Damotology, Church of Latter-day Saints,
not to be confused
with Latter-day Saints, Later Day Saints, because my church don't start in the morning. That's that bullshit.
Nah.
Damo has a hangover most times, so he got to wake up after 12.
Damo's church doesn't even go on during football season.
Oh no, not at all. That shit does not start
At all.
If you want some Church of Damotology, that'll come on Twitter. Like, I will hit you with a quick sermon on Twitter, fat, and that will happen before 1 o'clock games.
Breathe it in. Let's get ready.
That's right.
Hilarious.
That's right. The Church of Damotology of Later Day Saints is a legit thing, and it is uplifting. A lot of people are on Instagram and Facebook, and they're talking about how they're saying like there's people saying it's your time, it's your year. You need to step into you like a boss. Well, this is what Damotology says. Damotology says, fuck all that shit. Do you, my guy, and my gal, because I don't want to separate anything. Right, and we don't give two fucks. Like we're not about all.
Good segue.
Do what you're doing. You know what I mean?
Speaking of not giving two fucks.
Hey, I like what's happening right now.
Question for you guys: Who was more disrespectful
Me,
to their boss?
me.
Florence
Oh,
or Jeffrey?
Yeah.
Oh, you said
Florence or Jeffrey?
I'm gonna say Florence.
So Florence from the Jefferson.
Florence from the Jefferson.
Or
Jeffrey from the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
I'm gonna say Florence. Florence is off the chain, dog.
Yo,
Now,
no. Jeffrey was
Jeffrey was low. Jeffrey was
Jeffrey used to
was
come
low
in
key.
with he used to come in on this.
Jeffrey used to jab motherfuckers.
Yeah,
that's what I said.
he
Jeffrey
had a
jabbed.
lot of them too.
and Uncle Phil didn't do anything. He didn't provoke
Nothing.
Jeffrey.
At all.
But
Like,
George did have some
provoked-
shots. Yeah.
And that's why Florence is harder.
Now Florence is a much
That's
harder
why
puncher.
she's harder because she had resistance. Jeffrey just showed up. Motherfuckers was going through life. And that motherfucker was like, hey, you're fat, Uncle Phil. And to keep on stepping. Where Florence would come in the kitchen and be like, hey, George, such. And he'd be like, shut your ass up. And he'd be like, and she still go and light this motherfucker up.
But his also.
And I think she stole money.
I'm glad you said that. Because I was going to say, of the two, Florence should have been fired.
Okay, first off.
Jeffrey did his job well, just disrespectfully.
I think there was an episode where Florence had a fur coat. And the only way to get a fur coat as a maid is you stole that shit.
Yeah.
Whether it was out of somebody's closet or you
Or
stole
the
some money
to
to
go
get
get it.
yeah.
She had the
Jeffrey
fur coat like
always
on,
had on Jeffrey's shit. That's all I'm
like
saying.
the Denzel Washington fur coat.
Because Jeffrey was always in uniform. He was always.
But
Because
Jeffrey
he
would
didn't
walk
steal
through,
money.
throw a jab, and keep walking.
That's it.
He would walk through. Like I remember the one time Uncle Phil had on like a toupee.
Yep.
And Jeffrey just walks past and says, and walk bop baloo bop balop bamboo, and walks on through. And it's like, nigga, nobody was even saying nothing to you.
Okay.
And you just gonna throw that jab and keep going.
Okay, first off, that's why he can't be the hardcore. Because he did drive-bys. Anybody who does a
but the nigga who
drive-by
does-
ain't hardcore.
Hey, the nigga who shot Ricky on Boys in the Hood,
Oh shit, here we go.
he was hardcore.
Who was that though?
I don't know, but he died in prison years later.
Scruncho.
But
Oh,
you're not gonna throw
God
Scruncho
damn
every
it.
time.
You're not going to put
You're not
Scruncho on
gonna throw
every
Scruncho
goddamn
off the backboard every time.
Every
I refuse
time.
that.
I got nothing there.
Scruncho.
But he was hardcore. He shot him with a double barrel shotgun from a red Hyundai accent, I think.
Was it a Hyundai accent?
Hyundai.
I think it was a Nissan Sentra.
I thought it was a Ford Escort.
No, it wasn't. Neither. You know what it was? It was a Spectrum.
Oh!
Hey, the red.
The red. Was
the
it
red-
Spectrum?
It was a Spectrum.
Shout out to my homie who drove a Spectrum in high school.
Shout out to all my niggas who drove Ford Focuses that I thought was going to shoot me when they came to pick me up from high school.
You had to look at that window like, man, this nigga circled the block again. I'm gonna run.
Oh, that's George.
Yeah, there it is.
Right.
God damn.
Hey, real quick though. Here's a question. First off, this is for my own benefit.
Edification.
Well, not really. This is for my own benefit. The next show you have, right? Ken Mandela hosted. I know him. He shows up. The motherfucker's pretty good at it. He's also
he also could play point guard.
he's also the voice of the African NBA,
Voice of the people.
the ANBA. Is that what it's called?
It's not called that. It's
It's not called
It's
ANBA.
Definitely not
BAL. I just
What?
forget what it stands for.
Yeah.
Weather permitting, what are you doing tonight? You can come down Wicked
Black
Bloom.
Africa Basketball League.
Yeah, Wicked Bloom
I think
tonight.
that's too many letters.
This motherfucker right here.
Wicked Bloom tonight. That's the next. That's the next.
I would love to host the ADST music function if I could do the dirty church. Sounds like a place I don't have to wear shoes.
Wait.
The dirty church. I would wear the dirty shirts. If I could host the dirty church, I would do such in a way. I am also working on my announcements for the Africa National Basketball League, the ANBA. You heard it last episode when I introduced Kwasi Infume. May.
So wait a minute.
That's the echo.
So all the shit is outside.
So we gonna
They
get
just
Mandela
built a wall around
it.
a rec center.
We gonna get Mandela to introduce the dirty church.
Like Shuttleworth Park.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah. Tim Hicks and the Dirty Church. even if it's outside, man, everybody knows that. Y'all niggas don't appreciate Mandela. Niggas don't appreciate Mandela.
That's gonna be the one that gets a suit. That's gonna the Mandela estate.
His people gonna get. They're gonna be like, hold up. You know, these motherfuckers.
Yeah.
That sounds like father.
One of the that sounds like Papa. Yes, it does. Go to bed.
You know,
Like, nigga, I'm 40.
the
Take
crazy,
your ass to sleep.
the crazy thing is,
Mandela.
this nigga had never heard Mandela speak.
Never heard him say one thing.
He just started doing this, and we cracking up laughing because I'm like, this motherfucker sounds just like him. And he was like, I don't know, I just
It's like, yeah.
Yo,
I
you
never
know,
heard him
you
either, but
know
that's
that you heard Dave Chappelle do him
No.
on the Talib album. I forget which Talib album, but Dave does the intro as Mandela on the beginning of the Talib album.
And I love Talib.
he's like,
Yeah.
I just saw that dude on the bottom one not too long ago.
I forget which one, but it's the one with Kanye did a lot of joints on. The Just to Get By album. I just can't think of the
Just to
name.
get.
Wait, what's the name of the skit that Dave Chappelle had where they sent? You know, I don't know shit.
Here
Where
we
they
go.
said, Nas said, I murder everyone. Say, everybody go to Africa. Where he let all the inmates go to Africa.
That was Belly.
Nah,
No,
that
it's a
was
song.
Oh.
that's
rule
it.
the
Yeah,
world.
that's
Yeah,
it.
right, okay, so
Yeah.
they did a skit about that. I feel like I've seen that before, where they let all the inmates off, and they're running around, and there's an African general or somebody like, oh, this is not in that same voice that you do, saying that this is not what we imagined when you said you were going to send people over here. Yes, I don't remember the skit.
Like, who is that?
Yes,
Did we do a background check?
yes, exactly. Exactly what I'm picturing.
He just showed up for a job interview at the African Best Buy,
Oh my God.
which is called the ABB,
Shout out to my
African Best Buy.
Shout out to my African brother and sister who listen.
He
keep
said
listening.
he wanted a
Keep listening.
85-inch Samsung, paid for it with fake credit, and puned out the door.
Puned?
Yeah. I feel like Mandela wouldn't say ran. He would say like things like old cartoon characters. Pune
You can see the
out
little
the
smoke.
door.
a little smoke where he was. That's how fast of a pure one it was.
He got you.
If his shoes just fluttering around in there. He
Not even the bottom,
puned.
you don't have a bottom half. It's just a circle.
I am against wearing hats because I believe it warms your brain up more than you can bear. It has already got skin and bone on top of it. Why wear a hat over your brain? This is word from Mandela. I have no idea why I just said that part.
drugs.
It felt right.
This is drugs.
I wish it was drugs. Then I'd have a reason I'd have a scapegoat, but I got nothing.
Oh my God.
I got nothing. Oh, hey, shit. First off, I would like to say this podcast is great. Secondly, this episode is dope.
And I made it through the whole episode. I'm kind of proud of myself on that one.
Hey, that's twice.
That's twice in a row.
She gonna get me bad later on though.
Well, here's the
Get me
thing.
bad.
She gonna get me bad later.
Take the hit Monday through Friday.
Oh shit.
It's gonna be a bad hit though. Like, it's gonna be like a
Another kid.
yeah, oh no.
Hey, that's the worst hit you can get.
That'll be my last day on this podcast. Like, you know what? I want to thank y'all for all the time you gave me.
God bless you.
It was either podcast or another child, so I'm out. I be damned.
I think that's the worst hit you could possibly take.
Yeah. or divorce.
It is right now, man.
As a married man,
Okay, I was like,
that's half.
that's okay.
Like she might take all my left shoes. Take all my left shoes. Tell me I ain't right.
Okay, so so can I tell you, if that did happen, go to Finish Line because I went and got an insole. I got a pair of insoles from Finish Line this weekend because I was gonna put them in my Timbs.
Transition.
Yeah.
I have no idea.
So I was gonna put them in. I was gonna put them in there. I got the box, right? I didn't check the box. Why would you check the box of insoles? You like it says up here. Who checks the box for that shit?
Yeah,
you
I
check
agree.
the box for shoes, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I get the box home. I didn't put them on the first day. I was like, yeah, chilling, right? I went to put them in the other day. One insole.
One
insole.
One fucking insult.
Man,
Nigga.
that's like one deviled egg. Shout out to Eddie Brown.
One insole.
Now I was thinking maybe that's their hustle now.
Okay, so first off, that's like grabbing.
I sell you one, and you got to come back and get another one.
That's like grabbing a pair of pants. It's folded up. You're like, oh, I know my size. You get the bitch home, one leg.
No, that's not the
And
same.
you just walking around looking like
not the same.
Flojo.
Not the same. Not the same. Not the same at all.
You got one cold ass thigh, the other one is fully denim. No?
Nah.
Gotta be some
I'm
$150 jeans
Maybe the
from
equivalent of
wherever and got one leg, my guy.
getting some shoes and getting home and then realize you got to buy the shoestrings.
Okay, so I will tell you this. This would happen. I bought my daughter some shoes for Christmas, right? She wanted these specific pairs of Jordan 1s.
Right.
I was like, respect, because I fuck with Jordan 1s, right?
Right.
So I get those. She tries them on for Christmas, right?
Mm-hmm.
One of them fits. The other one, tight. I was like, maybe she got one big foot, one small foot.
You know, everybody has that though.
Right, but I was thinking she's a freak of nature because it's a difference between having, like sometimes you need to just go up a half a size more than anything.
Can I side note real quick?
Yeah.
There's a show called My Bad Feet or something like that. Where you heard the show Dr. Pimple Popper?
Yes.
My wife watched that. I hate it. It's nasty as shit. I can't watch it.
It's horrible.
They have a spinoff
Real
about people's
nasty.
feet.
Yeah.
They got a spinoff about people's feet.
I ain't even seeing that shit.
And I watched a smidgen of it.
What's it called? What is this called?
This one, My Bad Feet. I feel like that might
Is
be
this
right.
on the same channel?
It's on the same channel. Same
shit.
breath. Yes.
What's that, Lifetime?
I don't know. She runs the remote upstairs.
yeah,
So that's not
She runs the remote. Whatever, channel 893.
Yeah, exactly.
I know that very well.
But this guy had something up with his feet.
Hammer toe.
No, there was a lady with hammer toe, but they had to put some shit in her toe to straighten it out.
Baghdad feet.
Yeah. He had.
What the fuck is Baghdad feet?
You don't know what Baghdad feet?
Where your shit throws rocks in
Yeah,
tanks?
Nah, your shit is just all. It's like you got
Bombed and
fungus.
depleted.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, no, he didn't have that.
You got your
Dilapidated.
You got the scaly shit. You just like
there was a lady that had that.
Yeah, Baghdad. I call him Baghdad feet.
This guy
It's like
had-
your shit is just all fucked up.
One had a real
damn.
huge bunion that made everything go.
Oh,
left.
that's
I'm
gangster.
talking about this. This is way more than any bunion you ever seen.
He had a kingpin bunion. That
Yeah,
joint
yes.
leaning on everybody
yes.
else to get money out of
then
the.
his feet were different
Yeah, 'cause leaning on
sizes. But we talking like left foot size.
Oh, this nigga
7.
was the Elephant Man.
Left foot size 7, right foot size 11.
Oh,
So they was like, "There's nothing we can do."
nigga, no, you can't even buy shoes.
He got to buy two
That-
pairs.
that-
You gotta
that-
buy- yeah.
For one
That
pair.
dude spent him like $200.
Yeah,
Hey.
yeah.
I got
motherfucker-
two pairs.
Yeah, that nigga said, I need two per. Give me two per. So I can wear shoes like a regular person. So wear shoes like a regular person.
Come on.
Big boy.
I need a size 9 and I need a size 12.
Go.
Cause my left foot is a fucking 12
Come on.
and my right foot is a fucking 9. And this nigga makes all right turns.
Hey, what the fuck you gonna do with the other ones? Like, you
Give them away to somebody who just like him.
There's no one nowhere like you. With the
With the
opposite,
left-
though.
with the left
But
feet.
with the
With
other
the left
feet is
feet.
fucked
The
up.
motherfucker puts it on let go like, does
Like, for
anyone
real?
happen to have
Wow, my left foot is a size 12 and my right is a 7.
I can't find my sizes anywhere. My sizes, no list of sizes. Okay, so here's
So
here's
go
the
ahead, back to your
thing.
daughter.
So I got the
He
shoes,
can have a website called Match for You.
nigga. Now that should be the real Match.com,
yeah.
Right there.
Match for
Just
You.
eat pizza from Matchbox all the time, huh?
Yeah.
No, man. What?
I was continuing with the match.
I hate what you're doing.
Back to your daughter.
Daughter bought her
Jordans,
shoes from
ones.
shit for Christmas. Ones, put them on. One of them, great. The other one, two. That joint was like she was like you could see the knuckle on that motherfucker. And I was like,
Hammer time.
I was like, wow.
Cobra Claw.
So I looked in it. I looked in the shoe. I was like, the fuck. One of them
there?
regular size. The other one was like a whole 2 sizes smaller in the box.
Oh damn!
I got in trouble for that when I worked my shoe gig. You know,
Nigga, you should. It's fucking shoes. You got one job. It says 9.5 in each.
So you know, I have like a bunch of useless.
Like, what are we doing right now? It
I have
doesn't take a
useless
skill
shoe
set.
knowledge where they sent me to shoe school.
What?
That's like clown college.
So I was working at Herman's.
What?
Herman's became Models.
Hey, this nigga literally just dated himself.
There it is. I don't mind because I got out the game. But
Paging Mr. Herman.
I was working there.
Mr. Pee Wee Herman.
And they were sending secret shoppers.
Oh, yeah, they do that with all retail.
Yeah, except for how can I put this? When they send the report back and they say, well, I went into here and the black guy helped me out. I'm the only black guy in the goddamn store. So
they could have at least used your name.
No, don't use my name, but just whatever.
Marcus.
So I would fuck up shit where one guy came bought some skates. And he went out and came back with the skates all broke the fuck up. And he was like, yeah.
Was he like 700 pounds?
No, I didn't ask him what the skates were for. So the skates I sold him were for like ice hockey, and he was going out to jump off of walls and shit. What? Next guy, he came and got some sandals for somebody in Afghanistan.
The fuck?
Sent them over there. They were accidentally 2 right sandals instead of a left and a right.
The stands. We still looking for you, motherfuckers.
They send it back and say, yes, the black guy sold these to me. After so many fuck ups, they say, look, go to school. We're going to teach you about all the shoes and all that.
Okay,
shit.
teach you how to match up sizes?
No, like everything about the shoe, like the molded EVA and the fly knit and all that. Yeah, exactly.
So you need to know about the lowers and the uppers.
Yeah, midsole.
Yeah.
Like, that's why your New Balance got the different colors in the middle. Not just for
and
color
you got the Zoom Air
all throughout
in this part, but not in this part. That's why the Jordan is.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
That's why you shouldn't really play in retros for real.
Because they don't have any upgraded cushion.
There it is.
It's pretty much a glorified Chuck Taylor.
This is the shit. Yeah, pretty much. Yes, with better leather.
Yes. Yeah, I get you. I get you. Okay, so Dre said something about what'd you say? Iraqi foot? What'd you say it was? Baghdad foot.
Baghdad foot.
Baghdad foot.
All right, but you know what? Let me.
Is it not Iraqi foot? What is it?
No. So. All right.
Because we got people in Iraq.
All right. So I call it Baghdad feet. So it's and I'll say it offline because I ain't gonna say her name.
Say that shit.
She had it.
You don't gotta say her name. Just say
we got 8 listeners, man. She's probably not one of the 8.
You know her.
She will be.
It's so much. But it was just like I called it Baghdad feet because it was like her feet was two-tone. She had corn.
Not two-tone.
She had corn.
I'm gonna guess y'all not together no more.
And then she had no.
Okay, so can I tell you?
So it was just like I just called it Baghdad feet. It was like feet was just all the damn.
So this goes back to what I said earlier.
What?
She had a specialty.
It was just like
it's not a specialty. That's a negative number.
Terrible.
That's a minus.
It's only a specialty if you're trying to give her a shoe deal.
It's only a specialty if it increases her value.
Yeah,
that doesn't. That decreases her value.
Down.
She was still around, so something she did.
So there was something that offset the Baghdad.
There we go.
Maybe no.
Because you can cover. Okay, so here's the thing.
Maybe she just hid the Baghdad foot.
You can cover it up.
You can hide a Baghdad
with
foot.
thick socks.
You can cover up other stuff.
Makeup.
You only come in after 10 p.m.
True. Or you do stuff that makes them not look down at the Baghdad foot.
You can come in the dead of night.
I've been waiting.
Can cover shit up.
I've been waiting for this one.
Keep the lights on. Keep the lights on. I'm only taking my socks off.
I've been waiting.
I've been waiting.
I've been waiting
episodes and episodes to do this.
Hey, look.
The views of Terrence
there it is.
are very misogynistic and are not the views of Damo heads.
There are some people that can
no other
only
wine bottles
come
and washcloth podcast.
after 10
he and his
p.m.
brand only.
Terrence Yates should be brought up on charges for #MeToo.
Oh my God!
It is him, Cuba Jr., Harvey Weinstein, and Bill Cosby.
God damn.
So
if you ladies have been treated poorly by Terrence Yates,
call the law offices of
call the law offices of Greenberg and Betterman.
Hey,
call the Hurtline.
888.
I could only come over there after 10.
I've
only been there after 11.
Why the covers always got to cover my ankles?
Why are the lights always off?
Always
off.
Come
like
in.
Lady Eloise off.
It's dark, real dark.
Let me get a little bit darker.
Yeah.
Baghdad feet.
Damn.
Hey.
So I say that to say that Baghdad foot, my man was talking about Afghanistan, which we need. We do want some Istan still. If you are listening, tell your people from the Istans to pull us up.
Crazy thing is, our number two listeners come from Iran.
I can't do no tours there. Oh, you just set me up.
Oh no, we good.
Our number two fan base.
Clarification.
So
our number 2 fan base outside of the United States is Iran.
So
I don't know why.
If I can say this on the behalf of the Wine Bottles and Washcloth podcast, fuck Trump.
Yes.
We had nothing to do with nothing. Hey, we just want you guys to enjoy. That's it.
Right.
Yeah.
And I say this also because I'm also going to pitch things to you on your behalf, right? I feel like there should be more Middle Eastern people playing baseball.
What?
I know where you're going with this.
Why?
I'm gonna back away from my microphone.
Why? Because if you watch any of the footage, they throw a lot of rocks.
Boom.
This dude.
Okay, so
I didn't
first
know
off,
where the fuck he was going.
let's be real.
And then they run
Like a motherfucker.
There it is, around the base.
So here's the thing.
Like a motherfucker.
And let me tell you something. These are the only people I've ever seen completely pummel a tank and or a thief to death with a rock, my guy. Now, here's the thing. I don't know how much a baseball weighs, but I can tell you that they are non-discriminate with the rocks that they pick up. They don't pick up them up like they try to skip them. Like oh, I need a flat one with no. They just grab a rock and just hurl that motherfucker. And I feel like an Afghani or Irani or Iraq, anybody from the Middle East, if they were a pitcher, nigga, the 250 mile an hour fastball that comes from that person is straight striking out any of the best batters in the MLB.
Because they have that experience.
Because they're accurate. Like you can't. Let's be real.
Which one of these squares do I kind of?
No, don't do it. Don't do it. Let me finish my pitch because I'm trying to help them out.
What are these squares?
There's no reason that we should be pulling people from the Dominican.
Yeah.
Nigga, what? Have you been to the Dominican?
You get to play year round.
If these motherfuckers wanted to get into the moped Olympics.
The moped?
Yeah, that's all they do is ride around the moped. You ever been to the Dominican?
I've never been.
There's mopeds for days out there. And they zigzag through traffic like a
Color
motherfucker.
square can I push?
Okay, so if we had more Middle Eastern pitchers, right? If we had Bashir as a pitcher, and that motherfucker hurled that 275 mile an hour fastball because he's used to throwing, like he's the biggest rock thrower in his
boulders
town.
and
Right. So he grabs the
God.
biggest ones. He's not even doing this. He doesn't even have Tommy John surgery. Like he's got his elbow is for real. He is flinging them.
he's been throwing these all his life.
Yeah, all his life since he was 6, and you can just wheeling bicycles since I was 6, and you hear the rock sizzle in the air before it hits a tank, and the tank goes dish, and the fucking wheel falls off of it. That's Bashir. Bashir gets it in Major League Baseball, and he's throwing 275 mile an hour fastballs, and he is crushing motherfuckers.
Now
right?
he can provide for his family.
Right. Okay.
There it is.
That's what I'm saying.
Yes.
So
It's horrible.
then here's the downfall. What if he wants to send some like chin music to somebody to back him up off the plate?
That's exactly what I was thinking about.
So he
what
sends one of them
then?
275s past somebody's
Yes.
head, hits that motherfucker in the chin, and blows his head completely off. His
And
body.
if they want to rush
blows
the plate,
his head completely off the body. Yeah,
if you want to rush the plate, I'm about that life.
Okay, so
it's nothing.
here's the thing.
Brings the smoke.
So if you throw it at a motherfucker and they want to rush the pitcher, right? Mm-hmm. You might want to check that motherfucker.
Run up and
because
get done up.
He may also be a suicide bomber. He's like,
take everybody out.
Oh, you want to?
Everybody's got to go.
Oh, you want to rush the mound? Oh, you want to argue? Oh, okay. How about we do this for Allah?
That's when he back up. Whoa. Why you got to bring Allah into
Yeah.
this?
What's that in your hand?
This between me and you.
What are you doing with your thumb?
Between me and you, this ain't got nothing to do with Allah. Huh? Leave Allah, Jesus,
what are you
Buddha,
doing with
everybody out of this.
You send some chin music past motherfuckers like, and he's like, hey, you try to hit me in the face? And he's like, yes. And then the motherfucker like, I bust your motherfucker. He's like, bring that shit. And then he's like, no, I'll fuck you up. Bring it, bro. And then he's like,
2 steps into his run.
and then that motherfucker comes up and that motherfucker pulls like a a detonator out of his pocket. And he's like, oh, hey. You know what? My bad.
And you know what I picture?
That's the line I crossed.
I'm picturing Boys in the Hood. When dude
I
turns
blow
around,
you?
like, no.
I blow you.
When he turns
I
around,
blow
he was
you.
like, what? Is there a problem here? And he raised his shirt up. And that's when the whole crew just stopped like, whoa.
Oh, hey.
That's when the chick said, can't nobody come out here tonight. Why can't have no fathers?
Why everybody always got to get killed?
Shut up, bitch. And then that's what
That's it. So the motherfucker rushed him out, and that motherfucker lift up his shirt,
Is there a problem here?
and he don't have like a resin bag
You know where your
or a
mama
gun.
stay?
He's got C4 strapped from hip to hip.
You can't continue the game after
And then
that.
you be like, why can't you?
Game's over.
Nah, you just keep it going.
One
Like
who
nothing
knows
ever
who knows that you've been rubbing on the ball. You the pitcher.
happened. C4.
I'm sorry, that's got to be illegal.
Huh?
And that's got to be illegal. And me personally,
You're not gonna hit it. It's $275.
I'm leaving. This nigga has C4 on
Oh,
him.
hey, look, as a patron, if I'm
Patron,
sitting
as
behind,
a player,
if
as
I'm
a
sitting behind the dugout, I'm like, oh yeah.
gotta go.
Yeah. This game just got real dangerous. It's one thing to get hit in the face by a straight foul ball.
Hey.
It's another thing to have the pitcher blow this whole motherfucker.
As a pro, I want to go back down to the minors. Send me down. The minors are calling me back down.
Yeah, unless there's more from there. Unless it's Bashir Jr., Bashir the Third.
Oh, stop.
It's just a thought.
Look, y'all. It has. We got anything else
They see this
on this joint?
Let me tell you something. Terrence is the parent, right?
I do. I have
We
to-
outside
I-
playing in the street.
and
Street
it's like
lights
the
just came
street
on.
light is on now.
Is it?
And Terrence is like, hey, Morgan, Davo,
Bring your ass home.
I-
Bring your ass in here.
bring your ass in the house.
Well, maybe say it again.
Can I shameless plug?
Fuck it.
Oh, I was getting to that. But the thing is, you got to get the boys back in the house
Get them in the house.
before
you put the
before you
the plates down.
before you
And
yeah,
go wash your
exactly.
hands
Exactly.
Dinner's
So,
getting cold.
and stop them from playing in the house.
This is
This
how
way-
we do.
I'm the
Found
one
that ball in
always.
my house.
I'm always one looking at the time, going.
I don't look at shit.
Look,
I
y'all,
just
these
go.
motherfuckers just go.
See, he just goes. You look at the time. I look at my phone.
Exactly.
Shane,
I'm looking
everybody-
at the time like.
Shane ain't texting.
Look.
This is how we do
Hey,
it.
I have no strings.
Things are going amazingly well or amazingly bad at my house.
So, all right, so that's going to end up
right.
episode 29 right here. But
Yeah.
first, we're going to pass the mic to our guest today,
Yeah.
Stray from ADST Music.
Yeah. Just real quick. So, for the people that want to connect, ADSTmusic.com is the landing page. Social media, ADST.music on IG, ADST Music on everything else. Let's see what we got going on. So, if you in the DMV area, February 16th, you go on my page. We got an in-studio event that's going to be dope at Omega Studios, sponsored by Knob Creek, sponsored by Omega Studios, and, of course, ADST Media, where my man, Priest of Nomad, is going to be doing his in-studio event. We're going to be breaking down the songs of the album, and we got food from who? Chef Rock Harper from
Hell's Kitchen.
I'm hungry.
It's free.
He said, I'm hungry.
All you got to do
That's
is
the
just...
day?
February 16th.
Oh.
Yeah.
He
All
made it started now.
Yeah,
He
all
about to
you
go
gotta
there
do is
now.
I ain't
all you gotta
breakfast,
do is
shit.
RSVP. So check that out. Also, cop Priest of Nomad's album, The Manhood Project. Also, The Dirty Church. The album is called Bullets.
Dirty Church.
The Bullets album is dope. It's actually every song is named after somebody in the city.
Bullets.
Yeah. And
The
then
bullets
shout out to
are
my
a great
man,
time out.
Night Train 357. We got an album coming out called The Nightlife. I produced 10 out of 12 songs. And I got some other stuff that I got coming out like in March, April.
Also, look for that new Wine Bottles and Watchdog intro music, because I just politic that shit with my
I
nigga.
tell you, I'm gonna get it.
That shit is gonna be dope. It
Like I
ain't
said,
power.
80% Dre, 20%
Yeah.
Demo.
Oh,
Don't get
the Wine Bottles and Watchdog podcast is also working on sponsorships. We are working on getting a partnership, a sponsorship with Apothic Wine. If you don't drink Apothic Wine, you should.
You should.
They have a dope ass variety of every type of wine that you need. I'm a red wine fan.
Damo has been drinking this the whole time.
I've been drinking it the entire
Me
show.
too, the entire
The
shit.
turn up is
Show.
real. So Apothic Wine, you can get Apothic Red, you can get Apothic Dark, you can get Apothic Crush, you can get Apothic Inferno, which is fused with coffee.
Yeah.
That joint is off the chain. We are loving to work with Apothic Wine. I'm a Apothic Wine drinker. That shit is all over my crib. If you don't know anything about it, cop it. And when you do cop it, grab the bottle, take a picture of the bottle, put it on your Instagram or your Twitter or your social media at Apothic Wine and at the Wine Bottles and Washcloth Podcast.
Mm-hmm.
That way they know that we are pushing them. That the two do go together. It is nothing better than a wine bottle and washcloth. And when I do my one night stand,
You're going to have a wine bottle.
I use
Apothic
wine.
Damn right. Apothic wine.
That's how that shit works. Also, I would also like to say, we're 29 episodes in, and this is from me to my co-host. I appreciate you guys. Thank you guys for doing what you do. Thanks for bringing everything that you bring to the table. This shit would not be the same without you guys, even though
I got to do this shit all myself.
I was not going to say that.
I want to thank no one but myself.
Let my ego talk for itself. No, I appreciate you guys. We are in our infancy, but we are growing more and more every day, every week, every episode, and I love it. I appreciate you guys. I thank what you bring to the table. I love you in a non-gay way.
And now I'm bringing a butt.
Yeah, do not bring a butt.
I got a gift for you next week, Damo.
Hey, if y'all pull a DJ Envy,
I'm going to bring you a gift.
because we do have a Hampton person here, and we don't know what they will do.
Shout out to Killer Cow.
No.
Shout out to Killer Cow. Yeah. See how I gave that no-look pass?
Nah, nigga, you didn't have class with
him. See
him.
that touch pass I just gave right there? Wow, you threw it from Envy to me right there.
Aaron Rodgers pass
There
right
it
there.
is. There it is. We're going to win tomorrow.
And he's a kid.
He is a
See, I
Packers
did that.
fan.
I made his life.
He's the only one still relevant right now in the playoffs.
Oh, real quick, before we end this episode, we have this new segment called Who This?
Are we doing that today?
Yeah, we're going to do this today.
We're going to do it today?
Yeah, we're going to do it from this day forward.
Okay.
We want to bring you motherfuckers into what we have to go through talking to Marcus. So this episode, we're going to start a new segment called Who This? Who this means, Marcus is going to give you clues. And you name the person Marcus is talking about. It is, I will tell you this, it is always going to be a celebrity. They will always be either a movie star or a TV show person. And you have to figure it out. It's like an escape room fucking with Marcus. To be real. So this segment, we're going to do this today. And I just came up with a jingle called.
Yeah, but I need some intro music.
Oh, it's going to happen.
Yeah.
It's going to happen.
And I need you to remember it next week, too.
I might.
Okay.
WHWHODIS. Who the fuck is this? WHODIS. Who the fuck is this?
Oh.
All righty. This week in
Who this?
Who This? We'll go with the one that we've been going with.
We've been doing this for ages. We've been doing this for ages.
Because I don't think we did this on the podcast.
No, we did not.
Okay,
we
good.
found the person. No, did we do it on the podcast? I don't think we did it on the podcast, though.
I don't know who we're talking about.
The nigga I keep saying this scrunch up.
Yeah,
we did it last time.
We did it on the podcast. We did it on the podcast. So we got to do somebody else.
So we'll go with
We
a
already
homie
did
we were
it.
talking
We
about
found
a
the
minute
dude
ago.
on the internet and
Right,
everything.
but we still forgot.
Yeah.
That's how much we really give a shit.
All right, so I got I got another guy. The guy we were talking about earlier. This guy's a black actor.
That narrows it down.
He was on NCIS.
Okay.
We refer to him as a pretty motherfucker with light eyes.
Yeah.
He also played Shazza on A Different World.
Nigga, that's his name to me.
That's not his name though.
But that's not his name.
If you ran up on him now, well, first of all, if you ran up on him now, you'd have to ask him. Are you okay?
Are you in A?
Are you getting help? But that tells you more about him. But he was Shazza on A Different World, who was
Freddie's boyfriend.
He sure was.
Yeah.
Who wrote the book about how black women need to do better, and it divided the whole campus and all that other stuff. I have no idea what this gentleman's name is.
Nobody does.
The question is,
Nigga name is Shazza.
but on
no,
because on NCIS, there's no way you kept calling this nigga Shazza and not have to fight this nigga after this cut.
Yeah, I guess so.
Is NCIS that one or was that Law?
I don't know.
No, Law and Order.
No, that's what they do in between shit.
Law and
I'm
Order.
talking about the theme music. Okay, that's what I was doing. Yeah, that's what I was doing.
When he was on.
Okay.
He was on CSI.
That's what it was.
Las
Oh!
That's what it was? Las Vegas?
That's extra.
So it wasn't NCIS.
No, it was CSI.
It was. You're right.
CSI.
Okay,
Right.
so CSI Las Vegas. Oh,
So CSI Las Vegas.
Yeah.
okay,
Okay.
so
We don't know. Who
post
this
it
motherfucker
on.
is.
You
Nigga
can hit
name
us.
is Shazza.
on Twitter.
We know this is up.
At WWashcloths. We are Wine Bottles and Washcloths on Facebook. We are Wine Bottles and Washcloths on Instagram. And we are Wine Bottles and, what is it? Is it Wine Bottles and Washcloths Podcast at Gmail?
Yeah, at Gmail.
Okay, so you can hit us on any one of those platforms and let us know your answers. We will also post it on Wednesday when this episode comes out.
Who is it?
Who this?
Who is it?
WHODIS. Who this?
We can do the Eddie Murphy. Ping pong.
Who is it?
Who is it?
When I ask, who is it? You say who it is. Who is it? Who it is? You remember that from the Cosby Show?
Yes.
That was like episode 1.
Yes, right. Definitely.
When you knock and I say who is it, you say who it is. Who is it? Who it is?
You good? Did you need to do something else?
Oh, yeah. And here we go. On our way out, we're going to leave you with a track from the homie, ADST Music. This is called Good Lord. He mentioned Good Lord 2 coming out, so you should know what Good Lord 1 sounds like.
Hell yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Peace out. Hey, where can they get you at, Dre?
Hey, you already said it.
All the
ADST Music.
But you got to fucking let them, I mean.
Yeah, ADSTmusic.com, Instagram, ADST.music, Twitter, ADST Music, Facebook, ADST Music.
And we out, bitch.